I love when coaches, consultants, and professional service providers want to do big things in their business. They want to rise to the top and influence their market and the world around them. They want to have a greater impact and make a more lucrative income. Well, if this is you, welcome to Expert in You podcast, the show where I interview other experts and coaches, consultants, so that they can share their success strategies with you. We're going to talk about marketing and how to close more sales, how to get more premium clients, and how to really build your visibility in the market and scale your business like a boss. If this is you, welcome to the show. I want to ask you to subscribe and hit the notification bell right now so you don't miss one episode. Grab your coffee and buckle up because we are ready to give it all to you to help you become the expert and get paid as the expert that you are. Hi everyone, it's Carden here, and I want to welcome you back to another episode of Expert in You podcast. And this week I am super excited to talk to you about my topic, which is scaling your consulting, coaching, or professional service business with ultra-high-end mastermind clients. And the reason I love this strategy is because when I added high-end masterminds to my business, it really catapulted my results and my income, and you can do it as well. And the other thing that I loved about it is the quality of my work did not go down, but the amount of time that I spent did. And isn't that really what we want? We want to make more money working less time, because I am all about creating a business that gives you a lifestyle of freedom. I just got back from taking four or 5 days off with my family, with my grandkids, and had a great time and barely did anything in my business at all. And the reason I'm able to do that is because of how I have my business structured. And this is the same thing that I teach my clients to do, and the same thing that I want to teach you to do as well. So ultra high-end masterminds, let's talk about them because they are such a great scale strategy. Now, before I jump into this, let's just define what an ultra high-end mastermind is. I'm not talking about $5,000 clients, 5K clients here, which is what you see a lot of, especially in the coaching space or the consulting space. This is about, put people into a Facebook group, sell them a $5,000 program. I am not saying that you can't have a great business like that. You can, but I think there's a better way. And the way that I like to teach is $25,000 and up clients. So 25K, 30K, 50K, even 100K or more, depending on who you serve. So how can you get these really high-end mastermind clients? I want to share with you the steps that you need to take, but I also want to tell you that this is not for newbies, all right? If you have not yet worked with clients, or you have not yet been able to create results with clients, and you're still trying to figure things out, this really isn't going to be the best strategy for you, because people won't believe you that you can get those results. You won't really have the proof that you can get those results. And the other piece of that is I don't believe you'll really have the confidence to be able to sell this if you haven't actually done this with people before. But if you're an expert at what you do, if you're an elite coach or an elite consultant, you get incredible results for your clients, then with some tweaks and shifts, you can bring these clients in at really ultra high-end fees. And let's do the math for just a minute. Let's say you're selling mastermind clients for $25,000 to work with you for a year or maybe 6 months, depending on how you want to structure it. Well, you only need 10 to add $250,000 to your business. Only 10 within a year's time to add $250,000 to your business. Do you think that if you put a system in place that works, that's rinse and repeat, do you think you could do that? Do you think you could get 10 clients? But what if you're working with $50,000 clients and you want to add $500,000 to your business? Once again, you only need 10. Now, you could put all 10 in one group, or you could do smaller groups. I personally like 6 in my mastermind. And the reason I like 6 people is because I feel like this is where I can serve them at the highest level without being overwhelmed, without having to give up too much of my freedom and too much of my time. And I can get them the results that they're looking for. It can be very high touch. And I can run multiple masterminds, but I feel like that 6 is that sweet spot for my clients. They get to know each other. It becomes very personal, and they really build a community with each other, but it's not so big that they don't get the help that they need. And so for me, this is the way I structure mine and the way I want my business structured. However, depending on what you do and depending on what you offer, you could easily put 10 or 12 people into your mastermind at a high level if you can serve them without the quality of your work going down. And that's the really important thing. It's like there's sort of this balance of what can you handle without the quality of your work going down. Now, there's a lot of ways that you can scale, but really what I'm talking about is not giving away all of your profitability, not having to have a big team, not having other people really run your programs for you. Because for me, I got into this because I love coaching people and I love really helping them. And I know what my limits are, and I know the amount of time I want to spend in my business. And I can easily serve several masterminds with, if I schedule those right and I structure those right, I can work with private clients and mastermind groups without giving away all of my free time and still enjoying my life. So there is that. So if you want to sell something at $50,000, you can add $500,000 to your business. If you want to work with 20 clients, maybe you want 2 mastermind groups with 10 people in each, you've got $1 million business, friends, if you're selling $50,000 programs. So working at the ultra high end can, again, make you more money working with fewer people, which in my opinion means you can serve them at a higher level. And this is really what I teach my clients, what I do in my own business. And there are a lot of things out there where people are teaching mastermind groups for maybe $297 a month or $1,000 a month, or they're teaching group coaching programs for $197 a month. I'm not talking about that. I am talking about serving clients at a higher level. So $250,000 extra, you only need 10. The first thing that you need, beyond obviously being good at what you do, is you need to actually figure out what your mastermind is going to offer. What is going to be the outcome or the result or the solution that you're going to provide in your mastermind that's going to help your clients. My mastermind is a business accelerator. It's all about helping you add 6 to 7 figures to your consulting, coaching, or professional services business. And depending on where you're at in your business and what the gaps are that you need, we can fill in those gaps so that you can add 6 to 7 figures in your business. So what is that outcome going to be for you? First, determine what your mastermind is going to help people do. What is that result that they're going to get from investing in your mastermind? Now, you also want to make sure that your mastermind makes your pricing makes sense. So, for example, if I'm going to help you add 6 to 7 figures in a year, what could I charge for that mastermind? And so that this is what you have to determine is what is the value of what I'm providing people so that I know that I can charge $25,000, $30,000, $50,000 or more. All right. So it really depends on what have been the results that you've been able to get clients. What does that process look like? Can you repeat that in a group format? And most people could, and most people can when they structure this in the right way. So the first thing is determine what is your mastermind program going to offer people? What is the result or the outcome that they're going to get? See, people won't just buy into a mastermind in most cases. They're looking for a solution to something. They're looking for a result or an outcome. And that's what you have to be able to sell them. Then the mastermind is the way that you deliver it. That's it. Okay, so what is that going to be for you? The second thing is, what kind of a price can you put on that based on the results that you can get people or the outcome that you can get people? That's the next thing to consider. And then you have to figure out, okay, how am I going to get people into my mastermind? And there are lots of ways to do this, but I actually have a process that I teach my clients to be able to do this, because you do have to go out and promote and sell people to get them into your mastermind. And one of the best ways to do this is to run some sort of an event. Now, a lot of people run webinars. That's fine. You may find that if you're going higher level, you need to go deeper with your clients. So that might be a 3-hour webinar or a 2-hour webinar. You could do a 3-day event where you're working a few hours for 3 days. The one thing that I will tell you, though, is that ultra high-end clients at those $25,000 range and up don't buy into the same strategies and tactics that low-value clients buy into, i.e. 5-day challenges, 5-day events. They do not have that kind of time, and they won't invest that kind of time. So you have to really understand your market. This is a really big piece, so that you know the exact amount of time that you need to offer your event or your program or whatever is going to work to bring in these ultra high-end clients. The other thing that you need is a system so that you can get these clients like clockwork. So you run the event, you get people to the event. From the event, you sell them into your mastermind. Then you run the event, you get people into the event, you sell them into your mastermind. So you are developing a rinse and repeat marketing system that will fill your masterminds. And the problem with most people having mastermind groups is they don't know how to fill them. They don't have any kind of a marketing system. Like, they're just out there trying to get the next client, and it's very slow growth. And it's really just, you're hoping you'll get a client, but there's nothing predictable. The thing about doing masterminds is you have to put in a predictable system so that you have enough people coming to you, and then you're able to close a certain percentage of those people into your mastermind group. And when you do this, it's really powerful, and it can help you exponentially grow your business. So what, first of all, would you offer for your mastermind? Second, what would you offer for your event to get people into your event so that you could sell them into the mastermind? And there should not be a disconnect between the two. So, for example, my event is how to add 6 to 7 figures in annual income to your consulting or coaching business without exhaustion, without hustle and grind, and working less time. That is my result for my event. So when people come to my event, now I show them how I can help you do that. And I can help you do that in a mastermind where I'm going to help you add 6 to 7 figures to your business. And so there's not a disconnect between my event, my offer for my event, and my offer for my mastermind. All right. I hope this makes sense to you. Now, all I need to do is put the process in place to get people into my event. So that's what I'm working for. Now, there are a lot of ways, again, to do events. You can do those in person. I personally like virtual. I used to do live events all the time, and I used to do live workshops and seminars. But now I love a mobile business. I want to be able to travel and run things from anywhere. And so the type of business that I have and that I can even teach my clients to have is to be able to do that. And so I run all of my events virtual. Now, what are you going to add to your mastermind to make it worth the amount of money that you're going to charge? This is another thing that you have to consider. And the more you can give people and make that really compelling and irresistible, the more you will close and convert the people that are coming to your event. So here's a few things. Here's a few ideas in what I do in my mastermind. So when people come into my mastermind, I work with them privately first to map out their entire strategy. So we make sure that we get all the pieces in place to actually hit the ground running so they know what they're selling, who they're selling it to what's the messaging, what is everything that they're going to be doing, and then what's going to be the marketing strategy that we're going to use to fill their mastermind groups or even their private coaching groups, if that's, or their private coaching or consulting, if that's what they want to do. Now we have to put that rinse and repeat process in place so they can start getting those results. But I work with them privately on the front end. And I love to do that because number one, it really helps me build that relationship with them and go even deeper. It gets them very connected and really committed to the results that they're going to get. And then once we have that established, they go into my mastermind group where now they not only continue to get my help to implement everything they're doing, but they also get the benefits of the other experts in the group. And that's really powerful as well. And they build that community. So with my mastermind, I work with them 3 hours a month. They're in a Facebook group where we can connect. They get email support, they get messenger support, and also I invite them to a luxury retreat within that year that they're in my mastermind. And that luxury retreat gives them something else. So I have one coming up here very shortly where we are going to be leveraging media and PR publicity to really get them positioned as an expert so that when people search them, when people Google them, they are going to show up as the experts that they are. And so we're working on their marketing and media strategy in that luxury retreat. But with that luxury retreat, everything is covered except their travel to and from. I do fun events with them. This one that we have coming up, we're actually taking a trail ride. We're going to do a horseback guided trail ride. We're going to take a dinner cruise on the lake. We're staying in a castle. It's going to be ultra high end. All their meals are covered. We have a private chef coming in. It's going to really be an incredible event. And I include this in my mastermind. And the reason for that is I love to merge the offline and the online. So even though all of those clients came to me online, I want to get them all together offline and build that relationship even deeper. Let them get to know each other and really build relationships with each other. And a lot of times business can get passed in mastermind groups as well. And so if you bring in the right people where they really all don't do the same thing, they do different things, they can actually a lot of times help each other and they can pass business. And that's really a powerful thing that can happen in masterminds as well. So there's so many benefits to being in a mastermind. But I think where a lot of people fail is they don't have a rinse and repeat system to fill them. And the other piece of that is they don't always bring in the right people. And so maybe the dynamic isn't there, or they don't have a clear outcome that they're helping people get, or bottom line, they're just not charging enough. And so they're not getting the best clients. They're not getting people who are committed, who are doing the work, who are getting incredible results, which bottom line hurts your business. If people don't get results with your program, with what you're doing, you're hurting your own business. So these are all things to consider. And it doesn't matter whether you're working with nonprofits. I have a past client works with nonprofit CEOs. That it would be so easy to create a mastermind with nonprofit CEOs at a high level at those $50,000 prices and work with them. And again, how can you add things to your mastermind to make it worth even more and make the value even higher? There's so many ways you can structure this in your business, but do the math. If you could add a mastermind or a couple of masterminds to your business, and what would you charge, first of all, and what would that mastermind be? What would you offer? And then what would that be annually for you? How much more money would you be making annually, and how much more time would you be giving to do that? And the other thing is, when you're bringing clients in at a high level, you don't have to do most of the marketing. You can have people out there with the system doing the marketing for you, and you can do that for really minimal amounts of money compared to the money that you're bringing in, and that just allows you freedom as well. You get to just show up and do your thing and do the parts that you love, and everything else can be handled for you. So I hope this is helpful. These are all things that I help my clients do to scale their business. And if you are interested in being able to add either ultra high level clients to your business, or you want to scale with high-end masterminds, then I want to invite you to just book a call. Let's map out your strategy. If you're serious about getting some help and moving forward with this type of a strategy, and you can book that call at acarden.com. acarden.com. And we can just look at your business, see what your opportunity is, see what you're able to charge, how you're able to put those pieces together. And we can talk about my mastermind, or even working with you privately to get this going in your business. So I hope you found this valuable. You have lots of options. You've got custom work, private one-to-one. Then those ultra high-end masterminds are the next step to really scaling. Forget the courses, forget the $7 things, forget the cheap programs, forget the cheap group coaching. All of those things are going to keep you in a hustle and grind. They're going to keep you exhausted, and they're going to keep you from really making the money that you want, because you're probably going to give a lot of it away running ads or trying to really get that volume that you're looking for at a high level. You don't need loads of people to come to your event to be able to turn those people into high-end clients. You just don't need very many. So I talk about all this. When I map out a strategy for you, we can talk about what those numbers are and look at that for you in your business. All right, I hope this is helpful. You have a wonderful and amazing day. Book a call at acarden.com if you want to do this in your business. God bless you. Bye-bye. If you've enjoyed this episode, I want to invite you to go check out a free training that I have at expertinu.us. It is a training that I have on how you can get ultra premium dream clients, scale your business, get more freedom, and really simplify your business and multiply your money. So go check that out. And again, that is expertinu.us. I want to thank you for being here with me this week. I hope you found massive value. Please always leave a comment, feedback, or a question. We check them all. And I want you to go rock your business, and make sure you join us again next week. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.